No, just speaking of people dating, I'm sort of interested in, I keep hearing some things, maybe Earl dating. I'm interested in possibly who he's dating. I don't know. I hear a couple things through the grapevine. That's all I'm saying. And
we told you before we went on break, things were happening for Earl, but you don't like to talk about him, right, Earl?
No, I really do not want to talk about it.
But he's so interested in Mayor. How about you giving John Mayer?
Yeah, just tell your good news, Earl.
I'll just say we had fun this week.
Whoa! Who?
Earl!
You want John Mayer to divulge the info?
No, I didn't say that. I don't care.
Show him by example, please.
No, I really don't care.
Who is
Let's just say he had fun and leave it at that.
Sex? Is that what that fun means?
Fun.
With who?
Who you don't need to know.
It was a very tumultuous week, good and bad.
Give out the details of that, Earl, because that's really the interesting part.
Well, it just involved, I don't even know where to start. It involved some alcohol, some...
Earl's drinking now?
No, just say this part, Earl, and no one will ever give out the name. Where did she have to come out of for you to see her, or where did she go back?
The hospital.
Let me just put it this way, without ever giving out any names. I don't think this is too much to say. Our Earl fucked a mental patient.
Oh, I know who it is. Okay.
She was in the nut hut before. She checks out. Earl has fun, and then checks her back in.
What? That's got to be some sort of abuse.
No, I think maybe in 47 of the 50 states it's illegal. Earl, you banged a mental patient. That makes you really hardcore right now.
Was it the chief from Cuckoo's Nest?
No, no, it wasn't the chief.
And he got her drunk, too. I mean, she's probably on meds.
No, it was just a long week.
Was it awful after the good part?
Oh, yeah. It was really awful. Things are cool now, but it was...
Why don't you take her to the zoo?
It was like that 48-hour period of just pure awful.
Sure. When your dick isn't hard and she's a mental patient. That's the fucking bad part of it. And I mean, I think I've done some, awful things. Mental patient? That's not even on my resume. Not a standing mental patient.
Sure.
Not like checked out. And did you have to help her check out, Earl?
Yeah.
Didn't you have to act like, well, she's going to be with me?
Yeah, I was the middle guy.
With the middle guy. It's called a guardian, and guardians aren't supposed to have sex with their patients or with their people they're chaperoning.
Girl interrupted during sex.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Dave, you think you have an idea, you write it down, and I'll give you a yes or no.
Okay.
Don't you fucking dare say it on the air, though.
Earl, was she out of the straitjacket when you had sex?
Yes, she was.
That's safe sex for Earl. Fucking making sure her claws...
She can't get to a sharp object.
You are wrong.
Ah, shit.
You are 100% wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Ron. Ron, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy? We got you, Ron?
Hey, Ron. How you doing?
Good, Bob.
Good. Listen, I got a sister up in Fairfield Hills in Connecticut.
Yeah.
I go up every weekend, take her out, take her for a walk, take her for ice cream. I could sure use a break if Earl's interested.
Here's... The thing is, you can't trust Earl. He's like one of those black orderlies who you think is taking care of the mental patient, and then all of a sudden they have fucking black babies. This is a white girl too, right, Earl?
Part, yes.
Part?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that was a part.
Yeah, I didn't
Me
either.
neither.
She told me.
Oh, you can't listen to her. I've seen her before. She's white. She fucking in her mind right now. She thinks she's black.
Fez knows? I knew that Ron knew, but Fez knows?
She's telling him she's Joan of Arc.
Here's what happened. Remember after it was a just Ron thing?
Yeah.
Then he fucking follows Fez down last week, blabs to him. He can't wait to blab this story to everybody, but it's one at a time.
No, it was just something that because Dave kept prodding me about it, and Fez.
I just want to know though. This is good news.
And Fez was like, you know what? I respect you too much of that. I'm not going to ask. He took the total high road, and I went, you know what? I respect you so much.
That's called reverse psychology. You fell for it, you dummy.
Do you think Fez gives a fuck what mental patient? First of all, the last thing Fez wants to do is end up in court on this deal.
If you truly don't want to know, Fez wouldn't say anything to him. You don't say to Earl, I truly don't want to know, so don't tell me. That's the oldest reverse psychology thing I've ever heard of, Earl.
Well, it worked.
No, but the funny part was Fez was completely sincere. He didn't want to know. He really didn't.
Who wants to? This is a sick, fucking twisted thing that you did.
I don't know. I don't want to know about any animals or children you're doing either, Earl.
Here's the thing. When you hear the term fucking nuts, you don't mean that person is fucking a nut. Right now, Earl, you're fucking nuts for real. A mental patient who was on a 3-day furlough, supposedly to see the big city. Earl takes him over to that fucking Queen Studio apartment, does God knows what.
It's like doing Hinckley.
Bellevue is like Studio 54 for Earl. He's a sick bastard, is what I'm trying to say.
You're Scatman Crothers right now. Remember when Scatman was like, oh yeah, let's take a look at it in Cuckoo's Nest. And that was the first time you've been laid in how long, Earl?
6 months.
All right, use that in court if it comes up.
That you as well were crazy.
Here's Mark. Mark, you're on Fez.
What's up there, buddy boys?
Yeah.
This works out great for Earl. This way he can tell this fucking nut that there's baby dinosaurs on Noah's Ark. He should believe him 100%.
Really, Earl? Earl, when you go pick her up, don't bring up the baby dinosaurs on Noah's Ark.
Hey, because like I said, it was just maybe the weirdest week of my life.
Where did you take her out? I mean, what was it? What was the date like? Could you at least tell me that? I know you don't want to tell me anything.
He dick slapped her for fucking 24 hours, and the next 48 he's still wondering how to get out of there.
In his apartment? By all the BRC CDs that he's got lying around?
Can I tell you something? After being in a fucking padded room, that place looks like the Four Seasons.
I'm trying to think of where he would have taken her out to eat where they don't have knives. Some sort of gelati stand.
I mean, it was the whole week was just such a blur. I can't even remember what we did. Or, well, I know what we did, but...
Sick fuck. You're sick. Seriously, you're a fucking sick, perverted bastard. I had no idea. You're a twisted... I'm not saying retard fucker, because that's not the right term. I don't know if there is a term for what you've done. Do you use a little tiny bat on her and bring your friends over to take pictures? Because you're going to end up in the fucking papers, Earl.
It just happened. What can I say?
It just happened. You had to go into a hospital and sign paper.
This is going to end up on like one of those 60 Minutes reports, and she's all in darkness.
Well, all I remember is Earl started to slap me with a big black dick. The medication was taken away from me until I sucked his big black dick.
Oh, God. I don't want to think about that.
It's fucking, this shit happens.
That's hardcore.
This is like when the Kobe Bryant girl, they tried to paint her as crazy.
It's always sick, too, like imagining, your friends or whatever having sex. And right now, with Earl, just envisioning him banging a chick is pretty disgusting.
She's still got the fucking scars on her head from the shock treatment. There's like little burn marks.
At that time, he told me I'd feel better if he licked my ass pipe.
Oh, you're a sick fucker. You're a sick bastard. Terry, you're on Fez.
Hey, I was just wondering, is Earl going to start doing movie reviews now that he's poking Gail?
That was it, wasn't it?
No, it was not that.
Let's get her and Gail O in the same time.
Now you can double date.
So you actually had to take her back to the Nut Hut?
Yeah.
Freshly fucked?
Oh, yeah. But, no, it wasn't it was more of a hospital than a...
Mental hospital.
No.
There's a fucking mental wing you said that she was on, right? I mean, it's not like she had the flu or strep throat. Don't hide your fucking face from us.
It was a facility.
At that point, after he was done raping me, he took me back.
Have you heard from him since?
He sent a used condom in the mail.
You sick fucker, Earl.
They're going to do semen tests at the hospital, too. I don't blame him one iota. He's a fucking... This is bored. This really... He should be convicted by this.
Can I tell you something? I'm sure we could look at your chick and put her in the same fucking position. I mean, there's got to be something wrong with her to be with you.
She's got a clear bill of health, mentally and physically.
I don't know. You know, the first fucking thing you know if you're crazy if you're fucking dating Dave. I'm telling you right now, it would be easy enough for her parents to have her committed. Here's Glenn. Glenn, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, buddy boys. I wanted to ask Earl, did you have to get a Native American to throw something out a window to check her out?
No.
Medication time. Medication time. Do we have any of those songs from that movie? Remember that little weird thing that used to play in the background?
I don't think we have any of that.
Why wouldn't we? I thought we had every album ever done.
Look under romance tunes, Earl.
Here's Teddy. Teddy, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys. Terry stole my thunder about Galo Love Connection, but I think Earl really should consider helping Paul O out. And
You're right. You should have just hung up when you saw the premise taken from you. Hey, Ryan, you're on Fez.
Hey, Earl, I got a couple questions. How did you handle the Who's on First routine? And then how was the trip to Vegas?
He's doing Rain Man jokes at you, fuck.
I know, it's just, okay, it was funny. I'm laughing.
Did you guys get suits that look like each other? Medication time. Medication time, gentlemen. I think that Earl's actually proud of this.
Oh, yeah, he just sees it as he got laid. You know, that's one for the record books there.
Oh, it does go in the books. You can't take that out of the books. He does move past Dave now. Well, what's that? Yes.
None of my patients, none of my partners were, that was a slip, were mentally impaired.
You know what? We need a new producer. It's not going to work out anymore. Doesn't work out with Dave.